So let's explore this problem using simple interest. So you have $800 that you were given, and you want to invest it in a bank account that is making simple interest. And the interest rate is 5% every year. And the question is, are you going to have enough money saved to buy something that is $1,000 4 years from now? So the first thing we need to do is write down our formula for simple interest, which is I equals P times R times T. And now all we do is we fill in the pieces. So P, remember, is principal, what you started with, so that's $800. R is the interest rate. You have to be very careful. It's the interest rate as a decimal. So remember, to do that, we have to take the rate and divide it by 100, or move the decimal place twice. And then T is the number of years, which is 4. And then I'm just going to get my calculator and I'm going to multiply that all together. I'm going to get 160. Now, remember, that's just the interest rate, or sorry, just the interest that you earned. So the question is, will I have $1,000 in 4 years? Well, you have to think about that the total amount of money will be what you started with plus your interest. So you will have a total of $960 in your bank account. So the answer, sadly, is no, you will not have enough money to buy what you want. So now let's look at a slight adaptation of this problem. And now the question is, how long does that money need to sit in that account so that you will be able to buy something that's $1,000? Now, let's look at a similar problem. But again, it's how long will you have to wait? So now I know that my principal is still 800. My rate is still 5%. Now the question is, how many years will I have to be having it in the savings account? The interest, if I want to get my money to $1,000, the interest that I need is 200. It's 1,000 minus what I started with, 800. So I need to make $200 in interest. So now how am I going to figure this out? Well, I can start by just punching into my calculator 800 times 0.05, and I get 40. And then I can use my algebra skills to solve for the letter t. Remember, to solve for the variable t, I need to get rid of the 40. I can do that by dividing by 40. If I divide one side by 40, I need to divide the other side by 40. I'm going to get 5. So the answer is that I will need to have that money in a bank account for 5 years if I want to buy something that is $1,000. So that's just a quick example of how to use the simple interest formula.